I want to reiterate, Honourable Speaker, from the beginning that government remains committed to accelerate land reform. However, the responsibility of amending the Constitution, as the Honourable members raised, really rests with Parliament. Honourable members may recall that the Sixth Parliament established the Joint Constitutional Review Committee, which held public hearings across South African provinces to gather public input on amending Section 25 of the Constitution. However, the National Assembly could not pass the bill since it required 2/3 majority vote for the 18th amendments of the Constitution. Section 25(7) of the Constitution guarantees that any person or community dispossessed of property after June 19, 1913, due to past racially discriminatory laws or practices, is entitled to either restitution of that property or other equitable redress as provided for by an Act of Parliament. This provision forms a critical part of our land reform and restitution process as it addresses the injustices from the apartheid era and beyond. Furthermore, the current constitutional framework provides for expropriation of property subject to just and equitable compensation. To this end, on the 23rd January 2025, President Cyril Ramaphosa signed into law the Expropriation Bill, which repeals the Pre-Democratic Expropriation Act of 1975 and sets out how organs of state may appropriate land in the public interest for a variety of reasons. For its part, the Interministerial Committee on Land Reform and Agriculture has not engaged on the question of backdating land claims prior to 1913, as this would be inconsistent with the provision of the Constitution. However, during the dialogue between government and the National House of Traditional and Khoisan leaders held in August this year, it was agreed that the Minister of Land Reform and Rural Development would convene the National Land Indaba to consolidate and finalize all critical issues related to land reform in the country. As government, we remain focused on strengthening implementation, accelerating redistribution, securing tenure, and ensuring that land already restored to communities become productive and contributes to inclusive economic growth. I thank you, Honourable Speaker.